Hello and welcome to our channel. Thanks for tuning in. We are exploring Devon Avenue today in Rogers Park, West Rogers Park, also a little bit of Edgewater. That's where we're at right now. As you can see, we're at Sheridan and Devon. It's where Edgewater starts. And we just got through walking the length of Sheridan Road to this intersection, and now we're going to do a little thing about Devon Street. So a little history about Devon Avenue. It's a major east-west street in the Chicago metropolitan area. It begins here at Chicago's Sheridan Road, which borders Lake Michigan, and it runs west until merging with Higgins Road. So Devon runs all the way to Higgins Road near O'Hare International Airport. And it continues on the opposite side of the airport and runs intermittently through Chicago's northwest suburbs. In the northwest suburbs of O'Hare, Devon is the boundary between Cook and DuPage counties. The street's located at 6400 North in Chicago's address system. So let's keep walking. So I wanted to make a quick note about the transportation on Devon Street. The bus you see is a 155 Devon bus, CTA bus. It runs between Sheridan Road and Kedzie Avenue. The 36 Broadway, 88 Higgins, and 151 Sheridan serve the street for shorter segments as well. And we're coming up on Devon Market. It's been around since 2001 in Rogers Park. It is one of the staple grocery stores on East Devon Street. All right, we're coming up on Burger Bite. It's a new burger joint on Devon Street. It's in the same building as a gas station, as you can see. But nonetheless, they have amazing burgers. We've eaten there a couple times, and they're great. They have veggie burgers, plain cheeseburgers, a cowboy burger, Buenos Dias burger. They're famous for their milkshakes too, and it's quickly becoming very popular in the neighborhood. I've heard it mentioned on the neighborhood Facebook page several times. It seems that everybody loves it, so we'll definitely be coming back soon. And if you're in the area, be sure to give it a try. And here is the Cozy Corner restaurant on the corner of Clark and Devon Street. It's actually in Edgewater. If you look it up online, it's going to say Cozy Corner Edgewater. It's a pancake house, your classic diner. From what I've heard, it's been several different restaurants, diner type restaurants in the past. Since I've been here, it's been Cozy Corner, and they have your classic omelets, pancakes, waffles, things like that, and it's good. All right, we're coming up on Devon Hardware Store on the corner of Clark and Devon in Rogers Park. It is a family-owned hardware store. They have any type of hardware you'll need for home improvements, work, industrial applications, even some automotive repair stuff in there. It's family-owned. I give a little bit more history on our video on Clark Street, so check it out if you're curious. And there is the United States Post Office Northtown branch on Devon Street. Yep, that's where you go on this side of town for any of your postal needs. Doesn't have a lot of good reviews on Google or Yelp, but what can you expect from a post office? So. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about Devon Avenue history. As you can see, that mural on the wall over there, it shows some like farm workers, immigrants, things like that. But Devon Avenue was originally known as Church Road, but it was renamed in the 1880s by Edgewater developer John Lewis Cochran after the Devon station on the main line north of Philadelphia. All right, and we are passing by the huge campus of the S&C Electric Company. They are a leading provider of switching, protection, and control solutions for electrical power systems. Headquartered in Chicago. They were founded in 1911, and they the campus here spans from Pratt to Devon. Actually, it's a pretty big area. They employ about, from what I'm seeing, 5,000 employees. So it's a big area. All right, we're approaching the campus of Misericordia Heart of Mercy Center on the left. It's a pretty big campus. It's 31 acres total. It offers community care for people with mild to severe developmental disabilities. It's a not-for-profit Catholic centers, but they serve people of all faiths. But yeah, it's a big campus. It's very well known. And we're coming up on a pretty well-known Indian restaurant, Garib Nawaz. I believe it's a Hindi speaking restaurant. It's family-owned and operated, established in 1993. They have a huge menu and very big portions. Eaten there once, and it was pretty good. But yeah, Garib Nawaz is very well-known. They have a location by UIC and one in the suburbs. It's if you ask anybody about Indian food, they usually mention that one. But back to some of the ethnic history of Devon Street. This street it's been settled by a lot of Asian immigrant groups. It's perhaps most evident between Kedzie and Ridge Avenues in West Rogers Park or West Ridge. But, you're going to find a lot of Jewish Americans, Syrian Americans, Russian Americans, Indian Americans, Pakistani, Bangladeshi. Portions of Devon in this area have been renamed in honor of Golda Meir, Mahatma Gandhi, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. So the organization called Friends of Refugees in Eastern Europe, better known as Free of Chicago, is also headquarters in the Orthodox Jewish section of Devon. So as a result, most Soviet immigrants of Jewish ancestry settled around this area upon arrival to Chicago. And then after acclimation, interestingly, a lot of these residents would tend to move to the northern suburbs like Skokie or Buffalo Grove. But because the vast majority of the Jewish immigrants residing in the former Soviet Union have emigrated since its collapse, the vibrancy of this particular area of Devon is not as apparent as it was in 1970, 80, or 1990s. And because these were periods of mass immigration from Russia. But, nevertheless, it's a significant proportion of these immigrants, especially the elderly, have remained on Devon. As you start to approach this area, the area between Devon and Ravenswood and all the way up to California, the South Asian influence is readily apparent. You can see the jeepney right there in the front of this restaurant, colorfully painted. It's also actually called Devon's. It's called the Desi Corridor, DESI. It's one of the best known and largest communities of its kind in North America. And like I said, it exists mainly on Devon between Ravenswood Avenue and California Avenue. So there's a ton of South Asian shops, restaurants, and grocery stores, including the first location of Patel Brothers, which we will pass soon. It opened in 1974. And actually, it was about a year ago, 2020, 2021, that they opened a new Patel Brothers along in the Desi corridor. But it's actually become a very popular tourist destination. We met a Pakistani family that came from, I think, New Jersey to check this place out. So I think there's a guy named Vivek Mukherjee who writes a column in Rediff.com, and he said there's similar Desi markets like this in New Jersey, the famous Oak Tree Road Desi market in the Bay Area, but he said there's nothing like Devon Street. Come along and take a look. One of the great things about Devon Street is all the colorful shops you see. You see all these amazing wedding dresses and wedding gowns and very ornate clothes. It's really, really cool. And there's quite a few different shops that have these items, the wedding gowns. Also, there's a lot of great Indian, Pakistani, Nepalese food options in this area. As you can see, Khan Barbecue. There's a place called Swati that we really enjoy, and you also have your Wendy's and your McDonald's around here too. Yep, and I think we are on the corner of Western right now, so we're gonna go a little bit past Western and then explore down that way a little bit more. As you can see, Devon Street has become very developed. Lots of apartments, new grocery stores like the Patel Brothers that we're going to go into shortly. There's banking, jewelry stores, dress shops, shoe stores. You really can get everything you need just on these streets. Now we're headed back to Western, headed east towards the lake. We will jump into Patel Brothers coming up here. I love this sign. It says down the street and around the world. You know, that kind of sums up Devon Avenue. It's just a great if you're a native to any of these South Asian countries, or if you're a native to Chicago or visiting to Chicago, whatever your background is, it's just an amazing place to visit. You got to come, enjoy the food, do a little shopping, and really experience the hospitality of Devon Street. There's so much to explore in this hidden gem of a neighborhood in Rogers Park, Chicago. If you're looking for an authentic Indian and Pakistani cultural experience and food, visit Devon Street in Rogers Park. We promise you'll be transported to an amazing new world. If you enjoy our content and want to see more hidden gems and budget-friendly experiences, don't forget to subscribe, follow, engage, and of course share. We'll see you in the next video.